Anyway, let's get to the game. We're playing the mystery. We were gonna do this guy. He really reminds me of Benson from the regular show. Like, doesn't he? I mean, he doesn't have a gumball head, but it's just that roundness in the eye. I don't know. Benson was a lot angrier, though. Yes, I love, Omega, probably kind of a controversial take, but I like the Professor Layton series more than I like Ace Attorney. Now, I quite like Ace Attorney, but there's a lot of times where they do a lot of bullshit and, like, run around in circles when you know the answer to everything and do things for drama. Whereas Professor Layton is a lot more to the point. You do a lot of puzzles, and then you're like, okay, case solved. Good job. The old games are on phone. Yeah. Also, not the apparently amazing cross. The crossover is probably the best Ace Attorney game to me. Like, it's probably because of how much I like Professor Layton, but I don't know. I really like the original trilogy of Ace Attorney, and then after that, I just kept feeling like they were just, like, dragging a lot more. I mean, like, the last Ace Attorney game I played, God, I think it took me... RC, didn't it take me, like, 30 hours to complete or something? And I was like, I don't feel like these games should be this long. Like, I just seem to remember one of the cases being, like, 5 to 6 hours, and I was like, why? I just want to solve it. You know, I wouldn't mind playing... Maybe I should get, like, because I really, really liked... playing through, I had to emulate them, of course, but I really like playing through the Professor Layton games. So maybe I could go and get the HD ones on the phone, because I know they're pretty cheap. So. Yeah, you're pretty sure you aged it? Yeah, it was so long! And I was like, please, like parts of it were good, and then other parts just, like, dragged. And I was like, just let me finger the man, please. And by that, I mean point him out as guilty. It's a lawyer term. Yeah. How much? Is that a $70 game or a $60 game? I don't know. Everything's so expensive now. When's our Valentine's date? Wow. RC doesn't even have any plants? Why is she getting preferential treatment? I don't get this. What the hell? You just did, even though it's out for you in April? Oh. Where's my cam? I don't use a cam for mystery. Well, for this Mystery Monday, because it's full screen. So you get to look at this man's giant rotund face. We have to figure out the goddess of the Thames. I don't know what that means. Well, you can have plants that don't. Well, you either have plants that kill your cats or plants that your cats kill. I guess there's not really an in-between. You've got Xbox. Yeah, I also have an Xbox One. I mean, honestly, Fo, if I could get you, like, a pirated version, I would. But at the same time, I know your PC can't run it. Like, which sucks, but, yeah. You'd have fake succulents, though. I like the same pros minus that part. You can't date yourself? That's self-cessed. And while that works out okay in hentais, it's not okay in the real world, I think. I don't know. You should buy you should get the graphics. You really should. That would help you an awful lot. What was another one of us? Oh, wait, what do you mean one of us? What does that mean? What? She was in voice chat the other day. She's not a Brit, though. She's a Mexican. There's nothing wrong with that, though. They make really good tacos. And for that, they can stay. Actually, there's a lot more than that. Oh, yeah. That's what you mean. Sorry. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Yeah. I don't know if she's Cave to Dreamlight yet. Wait. Oh, no. I don't think Fo's tried it yet. It's on Game Pass, though. And I feel like it doesn't take a lot of requirements? I don't know. Yeah, it's on Game Pass, and it's gonna be free later this year as well. Yeah. I thought you knew. Well, I guess you don't check Game Pass too much, but you need an SSD. Oh yeah. Wait. Oh, wait, you just have the external. I forgot. You don't have like the. Okay. I was like, wait, don't you have like a big hard drive? Your ex is Mexican. You like the food and Pepto-Bismol. I'm glad. Wait, how do you do with spicy, Omega? Do you like spicy or not a big fan of spicy? I love spicy. Yeah. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna get started. So let's go ahead, start the recording. And we're gonna start the Goddess of the Thames with this meatball-headed man. Yes, investigate the case, please. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. I say, what a smashing vessel. It's much more luxurious than I imagined. It's owned by like a millionaire. Of course it's luxurious. But I don't even have my own kennel. Well, maybe you should work harder. You live a better life that way. No! What? No, please. Oh, they really named it that? They named it that? So this is the Temptanic. The Temptanic. I'm so mad. She's stunning, isn't she? I can't quite believe we'll be sailing on her. I feel like that's a bad idea. I think this ship is gonna be destroyed. Oh, well, I'm glad that you lived, Omega. Don't worry, if you come here, you won't be in any danger at all, I promise. I'm a good driver. I was picturing something much less grand. After all, it's described as an affordable yet luxury cruise ship. Actually, yeah, that doesn't look affordable at all. What's an affordable yet luxury ship when it's at home? I heard it was supposed to be a small cruise ship that the average member of the public could afford to enjoy. This is small. It certainly doesn't look small, does it? Gosh, just imagine what the inside's going to be like. I never dreamt I'd ever travel on a ship like this. I bet the inside looks like trash. Yeah, I am glad you lived, Omega. Garlic chili sauce. Aww. That's okay, Mel. Not everybody can handle the spice. I do love like garlic and other spicy things, though. No, nor do I. And we certainly wouldn't be if it wasn't for Madame Dublé giving us the tickets. So excited about the party, too. Cruising down the Thames, hobnobbing with London's elite. I don't want to hobnob with anybody. I don't know them. The ticket says in celebration of the maiden voyage of the Temptanic. It's all very fancy, isn't it? Maybe old Doublechin isn't really fat at all. Maybe it's all the money stuffed up her dress. Wow, Cheryl, that's insulting in many different ways. I mean, 3 tickets on a cruise like this must have cost a small fortune. She's a millionaire, it's nothing. Definitely, and she even arranged it so that you could come too, Cheryl. Dogs aren't usually allowed on board. As a fellow pet lover, she obviously threw her weight around a little for us. Is this just gonna be a constant stream of fat jokes? Oh, did you get like dysentery or did it just like destroy you, Omega? Wake up so you can do a level 10 quest. Why is she asleep? Slap her. Yeah, you need both of those. Remember, foe, there's always the feet. Always. I were a lick for saving me from boredom at the office. I just hope it isn't too rough. Haha, get it, he's a dog. Now, Ernest, you did bring all the luggage, didn't you? Oh, yes, miss. I just entrusted it to a deckhand a little while ago. He said it would be taken to our cabins later. I must say your case was particularly heavy, Miss Layton. Whatever did you pack? Oh, was it really that heavy? I only put in essentials. What, like guns? Gosh, I didn't realize essentials could weigh so much. She probably got a kitchen sink in there, pinstripes. Oh, I'm sorry, Omega. Also, that's kind of shitty of them to be like that. Like, what's wrong with napping after a good meal? You went to the... Oh, fun. Happy New Year. You're dying. Don't trust that, no. Oh, if you know, the doctor says... Aw. Well, that's good. Cat, what in the dickens are you doing here? I was allowed on here, sir. Ah, good evening, Inspector Hastings. Have you been invited on the maiden voyage as well? Yeah, by Dublé. Said it was a thank you for all the hard work I put into helping her at all times. Couldn't very well refuse, could I? But you didn't really do anything. We did all the work. Ah, Madame invited us as well. Thank heavens for that. I was starting to wonder who I could talk to. Suppose the rest of the guests will all be millionaires. Well, it's supposed to be affordable. I don't know, the Temptanic is supposed to be an affordable yet luxury cruise ship accessible to all. Ha! Yeah, it looks highly accessible. These well-to-do lot don't know what's normal sometimes. I mean, that is also very true. It is an incredible vessel, isn't it? There seems to be an awful lot of crew members as well as guests. I think a vessel of this size requires a considerable crew, miss. Yeah, no, just put it in the games. I'm done. I already made you an animals or whatever. You can there's plenty of channels. I think there's a games channel or something. You can just put your daddy love pictures in there. DDLV. That sounds kinky. Like, hey, you guys want to talk about DDLV in here? They certainly seem to be very busy, don't they? Get those trunks on board! What does it look like I'm doing, eh? It looks like you're dragging your feet, sailor! Faster, man, faster! All right. We'll be weighing anchor soon. We gotta get everything on board. Okay, that guy's angry. Poor people, they're rushed off their feet. What is it, Cat? Isn't that Emiliana over there? Ah, she's here too. Oh yeah, so it is. I think she's seen us too. Look. Does she look incredibly angry? Good evening, Inspector, Catriel, Ernest. Oh, and I see you've brought your pet along with you. Good evening, Emiliana. Have you been invited to the party on the Temptanic too? Yes, I have. You're not coming, are you? Yes, we are. Madame Dublé invited us. Oh, yes, it was her who invited me too. Huh, I was hoping to be able to relax and enjoy the cruise. You can. Why you gotta be so rude? Not much chance of that happening with you on board. What does that mean? Don't be like that. Let's enjoy it together. Oh, miss, looks like we're ready to embark. Or disembark. Oh my God. This man, there's a lot to look at here. I do apologize for the wait, ladies and gentlemen. However, we are now ready to begin boarding the vessel. Mind your step as you walk up the gangplank and enjoy the cruise. This is so exciting. Come on. Come along, on we go. Oh, wait for us, miss. Look, RC, change the final, I don't even know if it exists anymore, but if the Final Fantasy XIV channel still exists, just change it into the game chat or game discussion channel. Because we barely talk about Final Fantasy. Just make it for everything. I don't care. Don't add more channels. It's already crowded enough in there. Oh, wait for us, miss. Hey, don't forget your pet. Well, sorry. Oh, we're inside. Well, okay. It looks kind of ritzy, I guess. It's much larger inside than I'd expected. I wonder where our cabins are. I think our cabin numbers are printed on the tickets. Oh, really? Let's see. Oh, yes, here it is. It looks like I'm in the Standard Class Deluxe. That doesn't make any sense. What? I'm in Standard Class Deluxe, though. Oh yeah, so you are, and our cabin number is the same too. So, fellow cabineer, looks like we're sharing for the night. Madame Dublé has a lot to answer for. Wow, calm down. I just seem to be in regular standard class. Cabin number, same as me, sunshine. Looks like we'll be bunking up together. Well, I think our cabin is down this way, miss, so we'll meet up later. Again later, shall we? All right, Ernest, see you later. God, I'm waiting for this to be like the worst place. Tales Appreciation Channel. I mean, if you want, look, you can send all that to me, Omega. Just DM me. It's okay. You're on the list. You're allowed. What is going on? So, Emiliana, shall we? This is going to be fun. Why couldn't the dog... Why couldn't you go with the dudes? I don't think so, Shirl. Your cabin is the other way. Oh, he has his own cabin. Where? You may be a dog, but you still can't share a cabin with us ladies. It's not what a gentlewoman does, I guess. I knew that. I was just confused. Pinstripes, wait for me. That's right. Go hang with your fellow men. So the deluxe accommodation appears to be this way. Oh, why are you always here? Why are you here? Is it not this? I'm gonna go this way. Feels more like a high-class hotel than a ship, don't you think? I mean, it's because that's basically what they are. Personally, I've already committed the emergency escape routes to memory. Well, that's cool. Oh, this way? Oh! A slightly superior cabin as compared to standard Temtanic accommodation. It keeps throwing me off. The words. So this is standard class deluxe. It's quite a large cabin, actually, isn't it? What luck! Yes, it's certainly better than I was expecting. Oh, good. And my suitcase is here already, I see. Isn't it a little overstuffed? What have you got in there, Catriel? A detective's bag is always full. I have many important things to take around with me, even for one night. That's too much for one night, Shirley. You could manage for a week with a suitcase that full. I don't think so. I've already whittled it down to the bare minimum. Anyway, let's not waste any more time talking about luggage. We should be out on deck, enjoying the cruise. You should be. Well, I agree with that. Too much time in here could be trying. Like, I don't know, like you could get a fever from being in the cabin. Don't want to clear the channel. Oh, you don't have to clear the channel. I mean, you guys can just talk in there. Like, something gets thrown in there every once in a while. Look, while you catch up on your reading. All right, Omega. Shall we go and ask Ernest and Inspector Hastings if they want to join us? Yes, all right. We'll go and find their cabin in standard class. Oh, that's very small. That looks kind of cramped. The basic level of accommodation available on the Temtanic. Hello, Ernest. You and the inspector all settled in, I hope. So this is regular standard class, is it? Huh. Yes. Oh, hello again, miss. Is there something wrong with our cabin? You keep peering around. Oh, no, it's just, well, it seems a little basic compared to ours, that's all. Wow, rude! Really? Yes, more than a few rungs down on the ladder of luxury, I'd say. If our cabin was the Ritz, yours would be, say, No, don't say it, miss, please. I think I'd rather not know. Yeah, that seems kind of rude. We're both in standard class. Can't be that different. Cabin's pretty fancy, if you ask me. I agree. I think it's a splendid cabin. A roof to keep the rain out, walls to keep the wind out, and a door to keep the noise out. What's the problem, eh? Gosh, when you put it like that, I feel rather small for letting a little thing like this ruffle my feathers at all. Yeah. So you should, Sunshine. Who gives a monkey what the room's like as long as you can sleep in it? Get your priorities right. I mean, he's right. This man's spitting facts. Hey, Dixies, what's up? Yes, Inspector. Sound advice, Ernest. You really shouldn't let this cramped little cabin get you down. Catriel, shut up. Who was it that brought it up again? Anyway, Emiliana and I were wondering if you'd like to join us on deck. Rather, I'm dying to see what it's like up there. Excellent. What are we waiting for then? I don't know, you to stop talking? Okay, so that way. All right, now we're over here. We've got a full party of people. Too many chins. The festooned open deck of the ship affording a magnificent view of some ribbons, I guess. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. With cloudless skies above us, we have a perfect night for our cruise. The crew still has some final preparations to make before we depart, so please just enjoy the atmosphere. Okay. No icebergs, right? Glad to hear it. That must be the ship's captain. Yes, no question. How can you tell, miss? I don't know, from his commanding tone and hat. Oh, I just can't. What's again? I don't think you're far off there, Catriel. Oh, you think so too? His composed demeanor, his uniform, the fact that he's addressed the passengers. Yes, I'd say there's a high probability that he is the captain of this vessel. So you're like me, Emiliana. You think he's the captain as well. You simply guessed. I, on the other hand, use my profiling skills to arrive at the truth through logic and reasoning. I'm not like you at all. Wow, why does she have to be so rude? Oh, you two. He's coming over, look. He's like, I heard you guys talking. I'm not the captain, I'm the sub-captain. The other guy. Welcome aboard the Titanic. I'm the captain of this vessel, Midas Pullman. I hope you enjoy our cruise. The weather forecast is for low winds and no rain, so you should be in for a treat. I knew you were the captain. Yes, we're very much looking forward to this, Captain Pullman. Thank you. I'll say, this ship of yours is really very swish, isn't it? RC, does anybody say that? Do you say that? Have you ever gone to something and been like, that's real swish? I've never heard these terms, and I know a lot of British people. By a lot, it's like 10 maybe, but that's a lot more than none. You like her, do you? Yes, she's small as cruise ships go, but plenty big enough to be comfortable. Nope, okay, I'm making sure. Stop making it up. She doesn't seem small to me at all. Is that so? Well, put her alongside some of the grander ships and you'd soon change your mind, sir. The ship I captained before this one, for example, was a Goliath by comparison. Actually, how can you be the captain with eyes so tiny? Can you even, see the course, sir? Can you see why the kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Gosh, you captain larger vessels, amazing! Can't judge a ship by its size alone, though. Certainly not a case of the bigger the better. The greatest cruise ships are the ones that give their passengers the smoothest and most enjoyable ride. Well, that's jolly sound logic, yes. So I'd just like to go over our itinerary, if I may. After we set off, we'll head downriver towards the sea and out into open waters. Once we're a little ways offshore, we'll let the party get into full swing, and then tomorrow we'll head back up the river to land again. Gosh, it sounds jolly romantic, doesn't it? A dinner party on a cruise ship in the open waters of the sea, gazing back to the shore. It sounds wonderful, yes? Dinner on such a luxury ship is bound to be absolutely mouth-watering. I think I can see drool. Shut up, Cheryl. Food's good. Well, we should be ready to depart any moment now, so I wish you all a very enjoyable cruise, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're shoving off. I will say, Inspector Hastings looks much better in cutscenes than just his picture. Yeah. Ah! He's so small! And his head is so round! Okay. I hope that... why is it showing the bridge? Is something gonna happen with the bridge? The goddess of the Thames. Okay. Yeah, there's actually a, Oh, that reminds me. I know you're lurking, Omega, but if you hear this and respond, have you watched the Professor Layton, the movie? Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva? I was so mad because apparently they were gonna make multiple movies, but they only made that one. And I'm like, it's so good though. It's very well animated. I remember I watched it in Discord, I think the other year. I'd definitely watch it again, though. It's very good. And I'm like, man, I wish they had more of those. We're off at last. I'm sure this is going to be quite an adventure. I have a feeling something's going to happen. Oh, come on, don't do us like that. When you say you got a feeling something's gonna happen, it usually means a case. Oh, don't, Inspector. This is supposed to be a break away from work for me. Yeah, you and me both. Let's hope we can stay off duty, eh, Perfetti? Yes, let's just all enjoy the cruise. My suitcase is the only case I need. Oh, yeah, I bet her case is gonna go missing. Ah, it's Tiny Man. Excuse me, Miss Catria Layton, I believe. And Inspector Hastings and Miss Perfetti from Scotland Yard, if I'm not mistaken. Madame Dublé told me that she had sent you invitations for this little cruise. Ah, yes, you're one of the 7 dragons, aren't you? I remember seeing you at the premiere of No Sub for Love at the Savoy. Yes, indeed, miss. I am Mustafa Fullhold, the owner of this ship. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Perhaps you have heard of my shipbuilding business here in London? Bountiful Holdings, it is called. Bountiful Holdings? Yes, it's the UK's #1 shipbuilding and shipping company, Catriel. According to Companies House, profit in recent years has derived as much from marine transportation as shipbuilding. And the company's shareholder report indicates new investment in passenger shipping. I believe the objective is to reclaim some of the business lost to the motor and airline industries in recent years. You are very well informed, Miss Perfetti. Yes, in fact, this affordable luxury cruise ship was one of my own ideas. One cannot tread water in business. One must always seek new horizons. Think of new ideas. In the past, I have taken no prisoners when I was making a name for myself. That sounds dangerous, sir. Many of my rivals wept because of me, but every man is the smith of his own fortune. A dog-eat-dog world, as they say. No doubt an eminent detective such as yourself understands what I'm talking about. No, I keep changing this man's voice. I don't know what he should sound like. I try not to eat my dog. So people apparently gain evidence through sheer good luck. Well, it is uncommon for Madame Dublé to compliment anyone. She tells me you have an incredible mind, and I would like to see that mind in action, if you will indulge me. Oh, it's puzzle time. You did it. The way to solve this one is to issue commands to sailors in the central area and the 4 areas around the edge. I guess that's what I did. Probably. Ah, yes, I see it's all true. These rumors I hear of your extraordinary talent. Thank you. If you ever find yourself in a fix, please do come and ring my bell. Fixes do not trouble me, Miss Layton, but I will certainly remember your name. So, I wish you all a most enjoyable voyage. Mr. Fullhold, forgive the interruption. The steward informs me they're ready to begin the party. Ah, thank you, Midas. Are we in open waters already? Yes, sir. The Temptanic is a very speedy vessel, as you know. Not perhaps in the same league as the SS Midas Touch that you captained before, but I hope you are satisfied with her. Absolutely, Mr. Fullhold. She handles like a dream. So, my friends, it seems the party is underway. Please make your way to the Grand Lounge. Let us celebrate this maiden voyage in style. The party, miss. This is so jolly exciting, isn't it? I can't wait to see what it's like. Let's go straight to there now. Okay, party time. Oh, they're here. Oh, the couple. Oh. Where's Zunder? He's playing Dark Souls 2 again, so he's too involved in that to say hello or join my stream. You discovered the stinky sea stones. No, I don't want that in my collection. Just smell it. Sorry for everybody looking at me for a little bit there, but that's okay. That was some behind the scenes, I guess. But here, we're back. It's the game. Silly thing, yeah. But they're so convenient. But also, yeah, I don't know. We really like powdered stuff in America. Powdered stuff that you add a few liquids to, and you're like, this is a meal, I think. You're home alone. Oh, I'll be right there, foe. You didn't want to say it. You don't not just say it. This is going on YouTube. People will see my feet for free. You're gonna let that live on your conscience that you allowed my feet out on the internet for free? You like the Walmart cheese balls, but they don't contain real cheese? Yeah, the cheese flavor from the cheese. Wow, Mel, come on. Just smell it. Catriel, are you even listening to me? No, she's full of wishes for food. Had a boyfriend? I've seen that. That one gets like really fucked though. That one is. Oh, I mean, I could do it, but apparently it's dark. I don't know if I have it or not. I think my brother has it on his PlayStation stuff, so I could probably play it through that. Yeah, I do like, I will say I do like cheese poofs and stuff like that, even if I know the cheese flavor, it doesn't really taste like cheese, but it tastes like cheese adjacent. I don't know. Welcome back, RC. You missed my feet. Oh, here we go. I think he's going to announce the start of the party. Ladies and gentlemen, my esteemed guests, may I thank you personally for joining me on the maiden voyage of this magnificent ship, the Temptanic. As you know, she is the first of a new line of affordable but luxury cruise ships to be manufactured by Bountiful Holdings. So please, drink, feast, live for this evening like kings and queens. Later, we have some entertainment planned for your enjoyment, a game where we shall see on whom the goddess of fortune is smiling tonight. Let the party begin. Also, I've opened Omega's eyes to I Love Colonel Sanders, the dating sim. Were you around for that, RC? I don't think you were. Make sure you and Zunder watch that at some point. I mean, I might play it again to record it in like HD, but there's no way you can top like the original first time experience of that. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Bess, what do you want to try first? Let me show you my love for you by getting you a plate. Oh, Benji, you're just the sweetest, but I don't know where to start. Oh, dearie me, what a party. Wait till I tell Maud and Enid about this. And nobody's named Enid. That's a lie. Granny Riddleton, don't lie. Nobody's name is Enid. Oh, you're finishing the screens? Yeah, so close. It's certainly an impressive party. I'm sure all the well-to-do Londoners here feel very at home. Well, it's not the kind of bash I'm normally invited to, but I get used to this. In fact, I might surprise better half with it one time. Oh yeah, he's married, I guess. Is he? Was he married? What's the matter with you, Catriel? Why have you gone quiet all of a sudden? Oh, no reason. I mean, I don't mind if everyone just wants to chat instead of going to get some of that scrumptious, oh, so eat me now, shish food. That's not a word. You changed one last time. Enid. Who's... RC, if you know somebody named Enid, I'll stop streaming forever right now. It's not a real name. You're downloading the KFC. Yeah, it's free. It's free. Thanks, KFC, for this gift. Alora, should we have a look around? Yes, let's go and look at the dishes and the platters and the salvers and... Enid is not... That cannot be true. You said Swish was never used, but Enid is a name that people... I'd rather Swish was just common slang for you. Enid, no. That's like naming your kid Absidy, and that's just A-B-C-D-E. Nobody does that. No, don't do it. Oh yeah, you got Outlast and Outlast 2. And this, yeah. And perhaps just glance at something other than food as well, perhaps. Like what? Like this man? I'm gonna look at the statue. Is it just because I'm so small that the thing looks so huge? No, it's enormous. I wonder how many meters tall it is. Clearly it's modeled on a mythical goddess. Clearly. Anyway, it's very ornate. It must have been a real labor of love to produce. I would think so. As a work of art, it's exquisite, and the fact that it's made of solid gold makes it all the more impressive. I don't know if it's made of solid gold. I bet it's gilded. You mean it's not just gilt? Gilt? When it belongs to one of the 7 dragons? Ernest, please, but it's huge. That's a lot of gold. I'm sure Mr. Fullhold wouldn't dream of using a gold-plated statue as the centerpiece in his new ship. Oh, yeah. See, Elsie is okay, but Enid, that just, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Golly, I'm flabbergasted. Such an enormous statue made of solid gold. It's out of this world. No, it's not. It's right there. It's in this world, bro. All right. Oh, look at all that food. Look at all those drumsticks. Oh, now I want... I have never seen chicken drumsticks that big before. I want them. I don't like that, Dixie's. I also have a game that somebody gifted me as a joke called Do You Know Dewey, and I have never played it, and I don't want to play it because it's dumb, and it goes off the stupid Knuckles meme, and I hate it. Yeah, flabbergasted. He's been gasted. His flabber has been gasted real hard. It really is a most spiffing spread, isn't it? I've never seen some of these dishes before. I'm going to tackle this tiered tower of dishes from the bottom up. You have to be methodical, I think. Oh yes, I agree, miss. Such a marvelous spread makes you want to sample a little of everything, doesn't it? Is this round ball at the top some exotic cuisine as well, do you think? I think it's just a ball of gold. No, I think it's just a decoration, isn't it? Oh, really? What a shame. I was looking forward to finding out what it tasted like. Wow. You'll be wanting to eat the china next. I think there's even a special dish laid on for you, Cheryl. Yeah, my attention. Madame Dublé thinks of everything, doesn't she? It's funny. She doesn't strike you as someone likely to notice the, smaller details. Wow. She'll strike you for making a comment like that. Oh, I've just noticed the jelly beside my Nemesis tower there. There's always another distraction, isn't there? It's impossible to know where to start. Oh. Is it a VR game? If it ain't VR, then the game makes no sense. I don't, it looked like it was like pixelated, Dixie's. Esteemed guests, beautiful ladies and charming gentlemen, as a part of our lavish entertainment for you tonight, I have devised a little game for you to play. Everybody gets one gun. Oh, this sounds jolly exciting, doesn't it, miss? But before I explain to you the rules of the game, let me inform you of the sumptuous prize. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is the gold statue of the goddess. Wait, what? The statue? The solid gold statue? That is correct, Miss Layton. It is the gold statue of the goddess that I will be giving away a bidding slip for. What? A bidding slip? I am sure no one will want to pass up on the opportunity to bid on this magnificent work of art. Oh, that is pretty lame. I can understand that expression. Dearie me, auctioning that unbelievable statue, Mr. Fullhold will be the talk of the town. Oh, Benji, doesn't it sound exciting? We have to take part. Yeah, you guys look like you're made of money. Definitely. I'll do everything I can to win it best to show you how much I love you. Well, everyone certainly seems to be excited by the idea. If you're not, Cat, aren't you going to give it a shot? Why would I want to bid on that? I don't think so. I mean, the prize is just a bidding slip. It's not the statue itself, is it? You do realize, Catriel, that a statue of that size made of solid gold is practically priceless. If it were to be put up for auction, people would be falling over themselves to be invited to bid. In other words, a bidding slip alone is going to be worth a very large sum of money. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, really? Wow, Emiliana working those scalper angles. Well, perhaps I could join in. I don't want to be a party pooper. Oh, now you're taking part, are you? I can't keep up. Sounds like fun, whatever the prize might be. I won't pretend I'm not interested, but I would like to know the rules before I agree to take part. Well, Perfetti, I think you're in luck. Looks like our host is about to fill us in. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to tell you the rules of the game. Concealed on this very ship are 4 angel statues. These you must find. It is a treasure hunt, you see. Myself and Captain Pullman will lead you to the approximate locations of each angel statue in turn. The treasure hunt will take you all around this magnificent new vessel. Shit, I went too fast. So to the first angel location, the heart of the Titanic, the engine room. Ladies and gentlemen, follow me. I feel like we need to fill out some kind of waiver because we could like die. There's a good possibility that we could just straight up die. Hunting for angels in order to win the goddess? Mr. Fullhold has a wonderful sense of style, doesn't he? I say, this promises to be rather fun. A policeman, a private detective, and a criminal analyst all competing against each other. 3 professionals in a field of treasure hunting. I think it's safe to say one of the 3 of you will be claiming that bidding slip. Oh no. Gosh, you all look rather fierce all of a sudden. Yeah, you just pitted them against each other. Good job, Ernest. Stand aside, ladies. Hunting out a few statues will be a walk in the park after the sort of cases I usually get tangled up in. Just a minute, Inspector. Private detectives like me are forever hunting out treasure. I mean, if I had a pound for every pirate that's walked through my door, I'll find those statues in no time. I think you'll find that I outstripped both of you when it comes to locating things. A simple analysis of the criminal, in this case the hider of the angel statues, will lead me straight to their location. Nice to see the pack pulling together. This little game certainly seems to have roused some competitive instincts. This is fun. Each of us is sure we're the better treasure hunter. So let's find out who's right. Whoever finds the 4 angel statues is the winner. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. I think that's the point, Catriel. Oh, you're on, Cat. I've got some little gray cells of my own that I can call on when I want to, you know? What, how many, 2? Doesn't have to be a dog-eat-dog disaster. Wouldn't it be better to be better off working together? Cheryl, there are only 3 possible outcomes in this scenario. The first, someone other than one of us 3 wins the prize. The second, one of the other 2, in other words, Inspector Hastings or Emiliana, wins the prize. And the third, I find all 4 angel statues and walk away with the bidding slip for the Golden Goddess. The most likely of those 3 outcomes is the third, or to put it another way, I'm going to win. Of course, what am I worrying about? It'll all go your way. So the gauntlet has been cast down to the engine room. Okay, I guess we're going to the engine room. Which is the down. Yeah. Up. The home of the vessel's powerful propulsion machinery. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the heart of my latest vessel, the engine room of the Titanic. Somewhere in this room, the first of the angel statues is hidden. Which of you can find it? Oh no, there are pipes all over the place. How are we gonna find a little angel statue in here? This is the worst. You guys suck. Don't worry, Bess. If we work together, there's nothing we can't do. Oh, Benji, you're just the best. Just great. What? Dearie me, an angel statue hidden in here somewhere. Well, I'll do my best. Blimey, there's a lot of machinery down here. It beats me what any of it does, mind you. It's power. Ships are outside my area of expertise, too. Should have studied more before coming on this cruise. Well, this all looks very interesting. Is that the speaking tube at the end there?
Hey, pause up unless you're told otherwise.
Ah, and there's a switch above it. I wonder what that does.
Hey, I said pause up. Curiosity is something someone with your name should be messing with.
Yeah, exactly. That switch is used to operate the crane for loading and unloading large cargo. No, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have touched without permission. No harm done, Miss Layton. Now it looks like Mr. Fullhold is all set to start the game. If you are ready now, ladies and gentlemen, let the game begin. You're free to explore the engine room to your heart's content. As long as you do not slow us down, of course. So I invite you to locate the angel statue. Okay, so now I gotta find the angel statue. All right. What does this button do? Nothing. Yeah, only. Seeing a speaking tube like this makes you feel like you're on a ship, doesn't it? Because we are on a ship. If the captain had Inspector Hastings' booming voice, they could dispense with the speaking tube altogether. Ah, yeah. What's going on, Showtime? Oh, I didn't want to leave. That was to the leaving. It really is like the heart of the ship, isn't it? It's veritably beating. Yeah, it sure is. Up. I'm not big on engines, but that looks like a fuel line to me. Well, I mean, I guess. There's a lot of pipes. I literally have zero interest in anything like Harry Potter related because it's just not a thing that like I was ever interested in. I read a lot of other fantasy books. It's funny, I actually discussed this with somebody else because they're like, you've never read? And I'm like, nope. I have not read a single Harry Potter book. And I watched some of the movies only because my family went to watch them. And I was like, well, this is the thing. So yeah, no. I mean, there's a lot of games that I've passed over getting because I don't have the money for them. And that one is definitely not one that I'm going to be buying. Well, you know, for a detective like me, it's really just a matter of going through the motions and, You want to go through them a bit faster, Kat? That was a piece of cake, wasn't it? And that's not a slight against anybody who's, like, interested in that world. It's just not for me. I really don't. I mean, there's also the discourse, which I'm not going to discuss because there's already enough publicity, negative or not. But, yeah, it's just not something I've ever cared about. I was always a Lord of the Rings person. And yes, you can enjoy both. It's not like some stupid fandom thing, but I like Lord of the Rings and I had no need for other things. Yeah, exactly. Obviously, I also located the statue. Hardly worthy of profiling at all, that was. It seems like some of the other guests managed to find the statue as well, miss. Clearly, if everyone managed to find it, the hiding place was too easy. But didn't I find it first? Good, I see you've all managed to locate the first of the angel statues, but don't let complacency take hold of you. That was a gentle introduction, shall we say. I don't like that at all. Now, as you're all here in the engine room, perhaps you will indulge us and allow Captain Pullman to tell you a little about this magnificent new vessel. Oh my instincts are telling me
that this is going to be long and boring. For once, you've got in mind of singing the same tune.
You'd have it removed? Yeah, no, I get that. Well, as I'm sure you all agree, the Temptanic is a fine-looking vessel, but as I'm about to explain, her guts are equally impressive. Cool. The engine here has enough horses to give a container ship a run for its money. Actually, she's got even more powerful than your average cargo carrier. She's just ticking along at a comfortable pace at the moment to give you good people a smooth ride. But if I were to open her up, she'd really fly. There's not another ship on the Thames that can match her capabilities. This sounds like one of those scams where they're like, if you come to our timeshare seminar, you'll get a $100 gift card, and you're there for like 5 hours listening to this guy rattle on about timeshares. There's none of the ship on the Thames that can match her capabilities. I think he's nearly done. My eyelids are starting to droop. While it is a rather spiffing ship, miss, I'm not surprised he wants to sing its praises. Thank you for the detailed explanation, Midas. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that has given you a taste of the superiority of this vessel. We are in a new age of shipping now. These modern vessels are a world apart from their aged ancestors. The Temptanic heralds a new dawn. She is only the first of many new passenger craft I plan to commission. But forgive me, you are all eager to continue the games, I think. Please, let us return to the ground lounge. But yeah, also, I'm older and I didn't get into it. I feel like a lot of people really got into it when they were younger. And I mean, granted, there are older people who got into it as well. But I'm at the point where I'm like, I didn't get into it then. I do not care about it now. Like people like to do the thing where they're like, what, do this quiz to see your house and all that. I'm like, it means nothing to me, basically. It's not a part of my life. So it's just, it's nothing to me. A vast and lavish hall where the guests on board can wine and dine. It's kind of like people like absolutely love, like Game of Thrones and stuff. Like I just never watched like that or The Walking Dead. There's a lot of things I didn't watch because I was doing other things, and I was happy not experiencing that. Like I don't know. Everybody has things that they like and whatnot, but yeah, it's just not my thing. Benji, that was so hard. The angel was hidden really well, wasn't it? Oh, is something bigger or something different here? It feels even bigger than before. How did you move the statue? Oh, with the crane. Who stole the statue, though? I think you're right. Yes, you are right. You're always right, Bess. Well, this angel statue hunt is very naughty, isn't it? But bidding slip for that statue. What a prize to tell everyone about. Guys, speaking of the statue, does anybody notice that it's not there? Oh, where is the golden goddess, though? Yeah, well, I heard that it started off really strong and was pretty good and then kind of petered off because they did the usual shit where they're like, well, we want to keep making seasons even though there's not actually source material to work off of, and then they fucked it up. So, the golden goddess is gone? Gone? Where's the statue? Where's my golden goddess? Where? Someone has stolen it. I do not believe this. Dude, we're in like the middle of the ocean. Where, come on. When the perpetrator of this terrible act is found, he will wish he never crossed Mustafa Fullholt. Hold your horses now. It's been nicked, the whopping great thing. Oh dear, Mr. Fullholt is fuming. Of course he is. That statue is practically priceless. Wait a minute, though. If statue's been stolen, what will become of my bidding slip? Wow, yeah. You haven't won it yet, Catriel. Well, all I can say is somebody's got a bloomin' nerve carrying that theft out right under my nose like this. Yeah. Well, you've got a lot of nose and chin, sir. Oh, boy. Oh, why did I pause for so long? Oh, Cat, perfetti. It's up to us to find whoever did it. Well, we certainly can't ignore it. It'll be the theft of the century, given how valuable the statue must be. Man, overdubs are weird. Also, Twitch, fuck you for muting large segments of this video. So now we're searching for the goddess statue itself instead of angels. How fun. I guess. Whatever, Cat. I've had the crew search the ship, Mr. Fullhold, but there's no sign of the statue anywhere. This is madness. The statue is enormous. Where could somebody possibly have hidden it that we could not find it again? It's a terrible crime. I'll go straight to the bridge and radio back to shore to let them know what happened. Yes, thank you, Midas. But there's nothing to be done from the shore. I do not understand this. Don't you worry, Mr. Fullhold. We'll catch the crook who did this. You mark my words. Ah, yes, of course. I was forgetting about the profession of some of our guests. Then you find my statue, and then you find the person responsible for this brazen criminal act. Whatever it takes. Use persuasion if you need to. I mean, use the occasion of being on this vessel to find the criminal. We will, Mr. Fullhold. Any mystery solved. That's my motto. If you don't mind, Mr. Fullhold, can you please ensure no other guests enter the lounge area from now on, so that nothing is disturbed at the scene of the crime? Of course. If it'll help with your investigation, I will inform our guests right away. This is an unprecedented disaster for my new vessel's maiden voyage. I am only thankful that you are on board. Please find the statue. Golly, what a turnout for the books. The theft of a solid gold statue like that is a big case. Sure is, Ernest. Sure is. What I want to know is, how did anyone manage to make off with something so big and heavy without being seen? Yes, it's almost unbelievable, but it happened, and we have to find out how. Right, let's get this investigation underway, shall we? I think we should begin by taking a formal statement from Mr. Fullhold. Okay, hi. Give me your statement. Oh, the swine that did this, taking my statue. Mr. Fullhold, can we have a word, please? Naturally, if it'll help track down this scoundrel. When we went to the engine room to start the angel statue treasure hunt, were any other guests left behind in the lounge? No, I believe the guests were taking part in the game. When we went together to the engine room, there should have been no one remaining in the lounge. Oh, but somebody could have worked the crane, because the crane is worked from the engine room. I'd say we were in the engine room for about 15 minutes, wouldn't you? Was the statue light enough to be removed in such a short space of time? Miss Layton, the goddess statue is made of solid gold. It weighs approximately 4 tons. 4 tons? How on earth did you manage to get it inside the lounge in the first place, like without breaking the floor? The Temptanic is equipped with a very sophisticated crane, Miss Perfetti. That was a simple task. And it seems probable the culprit used the same method to remove the statue, doesn't it? Could anybody operate the crane, Mr. Fullhold? No, I do not think so. It is not so easy to control. But I do not know the details. You must ask Captain Pullman this question. I see. Well, we'll ask him about it now, I think. We should find him on the bridge. That's where he said he was going, to radio ashore. Yes, that's right. Let's make our way to the bridge then. All right, to the bridge. Up to the bridge. No, not there. To the bridge. I say, it's rather wonderful being on the bridge and seeing where the captain controls this magnificent ship from. Just look at that view from the sea. There's a captain over there. We're very sorry to disturb you like this, Captain Pullman, but we'd like to ask you a few questions if we may. How about you? Was it you? Excuse me, could we ask you a few questions, please? All right, you're the ones investigating the theft of the goddess statue, are you? Sure, what do you want to know? I'm Abel, by the way. Abel Seaman. Is that right? During the time when the theft must have taken place, Captain Pullman was with the guests in the engine room. Who was driving the ship while he was away? That'd be me, although it's really a case of checking that she's staying on course. So that would place you on the bridge when the theft occurred? Yeah, it would. And who operated the crane when the statue was loaded onto the ship in the first place? that'd be me as well. Why? We got him. Oh, so you know how to operate it, do you, Mr. Seaman? Can the crane be used at any time? No, not at all. Most of the time it's not switched on, to conserve power. Before you operate it, you have to flick the master switch in the engine room. If that switch is off, the crane won't do anything. The master switch in the engine room, eh? It looks like there's quite a procedure to get that crane up and running then. Yeah, there is. No one could have made use of it without planning it first. Suspicious. Wheel. Please don't touch the ship's wheel, Catriel. We don't want to veer off course. Or do we? These gauges appear to be for monitoring the various pieces of machinery in the engine room. Hint coin, hint coin. Hint coin, hint coin. Hint coin, puzzle! Look at these beautiful controls, Miss Layton. Aren't they splendid? Splendidly tempting to touch, yes? I just want to pull all the levers and push all the buttons. Golly, no, you mustn't, miss. Pressing any of these buttons could be disastrous. Oh, but there's a puzzle here. Look. Please don't touch the controls. 40 picker rats. Oh, it's another one of these. A little girl's favorite toy has been broken. You found all the bits, various chips and wires, but you need to work out where on the circuit board they go in order to fix the toy. Press A to hold the component, but wires can cross each other, but the chips can't have anything running over them or the toy won't work. Okay, so that would have to go like past there. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be weird. What the what? Oh, we can rotate it. Okay, I was like, this is impossible. I can't do this. There. Aha, and there. Aha, and there. Oh my God, I'm so good at game. Aw, shit. I did it. Ah, there's more. Wait. Da, 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 da. Oh!
I have a feeling that perhaps... That's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
That was what? Omega, please, my self-esteem. You did it. That was a tricky repair, but an electronics whiz like you won't be beaten. They called me electronics whiz, Omega. Yay! Congratulations, foe. Besides, you like to see the children's faces when their toys start working again, right? Because they're happy. Even though the puzzle's solved, you mustn't press anything. Just one touch could bring the whole ship to a standstill. Yes, I know, Ernest. Don't worry, I won't touch anything I'm not supposed to. I'm not entirely convinced a single button could bring the whole ship to a standstill. Surely that's an exaggeration. Yeah, maybe. Ah! Anything for the collection? We'll talk to the man. Did you manage to radio ashore, Captain Pullman? Yes, I've just finished relaying the message. I've set a course back to the wharf. Obviously, the party can't go on now. If there's anything I can do to help with the investigation, please don't hesitate to ask. I've told the crew to assist in any way possible as well. If you want to ask them any questions, feel free. Thank you very much. We'd actually like to ask you about the crane. Oh yes, the one next to the lounge, you mean. Yes, Mr. Fullhold informs us that only a trained operator would be able to use it. Is that right?
Exactly. For starters, they'd need the key from me. And there's no spare either. I have the only one. The captain has full responsibility for the vessel, you see. Even the owner couldn't operate the crane without my consent.
I see. So everything has to go through you, Captain.
Yes, and Mr. Fullhold is well aware of that, naturally. When he appointed me as captain, he entrusted the Temptanic in her entirety to me.
Is that right? In other words, Mr. Fullhold obviously has a great deal of faith in you.
He's got salt water in his blood, that man.
He should get that checked out. That sounds dangerous.
And he loves this vessel dearly. I know he's a hard-nosed businessman and not everyone likes the man, but that's just one side of him.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is he has a good heart. When my old company went under, not only did he take me on, but he took on all my crew as well. As a result, we've all still got jobs and jobs that we enjoy. He's a great man. He really is.
That was incredibly good of him to rescue all of you from unemployment like that.
That's the Seven Dragons for you. They can do things like that because money. Yes, like I said, he's a great man. I'll always be indebted to him.
Yes, I see. Well, thank you very much for your time.
First piece of the puzzle, it's the wingtip.
Crane key, or I guess the wing bend. I guess the tip's the below wing.
Moving the heavy golden goddess would require the use of the ship's crane, but only Captain Pullman has the necessary key to operate it. Captain Pullman, what did you do? What's up, Perfetti? You onto something?
Perhaps. I'm thinking about motive.
Motive? Blimey, I thought you were the brains around here. Why does anyone steal gold, eh? For money!
Yes, usually I agree, but let's not forget the statue was a matter of pride for Mr. Fullhold.
So, what's your point?
My point is, perhaps the motive wasn't money, but malice. Revenge, maybe. Mr. Fullhold has made a number of enemies over the years as he's built up his business. It isn't impossible that the culprit stole the statue as a way of getting back at him for something.
You could have a point there. So what do you think? Dr. Fullhold again?
First, there's something else we need to examine.
What's that then, Cat?
The switch in the engine room. The crane can't be operated unless that switch is on, remember? And when we were in the engine room before looking for the little angel, the switch was off, I believe.
Can't say I remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was red.
It was off, yes. I remember because Catriel tried to touch it. Before the captain told her off, that is.
Oh yeah, of course, now I remember.
I think we should go back to the engine room and have another look at that switch. All right, then, let's go.
What if red means on?
Oh, hello. What do you lot be doing down here, then? Sorry to disturb you, but we're investigating the stolen goddess statue, you see? You're a ship's engineer, aren't you?
That's right, my lovely. Declan Swabber's the name. Don't let me stop you. You go ahead and investigate.
Oh, he's gone back to his work. Well, he said we could investigate, so let's investigate. It's still off, for sure. So this is a switch that turns on the power to the crane to the Grand Lounge, eh? Yes, according to Mr. Simon, if this is off, the crane can't be used. Well, we were all in the engine room here and looking for that angel figurine and at the time the goddess statue was taken, and the switch was definitely off then, just as it's still off now. What if it's a facade? But if the crane was used, the switch must have been flipped.
Yeah, by who? That's the question.
Well, we know it's somebody on board at least.
Oh, well that was quick. The head.
Got the head. Engine room power switch. But what if it is a facade, though? It's off, yeah. How did the man? Yeah, we gotta figure that out. Hi, do you know? They're all red-green colorblind. Yeah, it's opposite day on the ship.
Just a quick question for you, Swabber. How many people on the ship know how to use the crane? Well, there's a question. Navigation officer for one. Of course, the captain was a neighbor once, so he knows. But most of the time, it's old Apple that does it. I'm being a all now and all. Oh, no. Sorry.
Yeah, solved. God, Omega, you're smart and beautiful. What other things are you keeping hidden from us over there in the Netherlands?
I see. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? Gotta be someone on the bridge who does it. That's what the controls are. And Abel's got that kind of finicky mind anyhow. You gotta have your head screwed on to get them everything's around. Well, thank you, Mr. Swabber. You've been very helpful. Very helpful indeed. He didn't help at all, actually. So putting together everything we learned so far, that's it. Inspector, you worked something out, haven't you? I have, Cat. I'll fill you in, but first let's find somewhere we won't be overheard. How about the deck? What have you managed to deduce? Let's go out on the deck and hear the inspector's theory. Probably gonna be a bunch of bullshit. I didn't want to go there. I want to go to the here. So, Inspector, what is it? We've only found 2 clues, so you definitely haven't figured it out. I figured it out. I begged the culprit. Oh, did you ask for permission before doing that, Inspector? Really? Even though Catriel and I haven't made our deductions yet. Right, Perfetti, enough of your cheek. I do crack cases from time to time, you know. So, what I've deduced is that the guilty party must be... Yes? Ship's navigator, Abel Seaman. Well, I thought that too, but it's too easy, bro. The man we spoke to on the bridge? Yeah, him. Seaman was on the bridge when the crane controls are... Where the crane controls are when the statue was taken. Put it another way, no one else who could have used the crane at that time in question, so he's our man. Well, he did admit to being on the bridge at the right time, and it's true that the crane does need to be operated from the bridge. Which is why it had to be him. Unfortunately, there's more to operating the crane, though, isn't there? First of all, Captain Pullman told us that you need a key, which only he has. And second of all, the power switch in the engine room has to be in the on position, and the bridge is on the topmost level of ship, whilst the engine room is right down at the bottom. Takes a fair amount of time to get between them. Even running to the engine room and back to switch on the power to the crane wouldn't be enough time left over from 15 minutes to actually use the crane for anything. But how else could there be a whopping great statue have been moved? That's the point, isn't it? You have to be on the bridge to operate the crane. But you can't get to the engine room and back again within the time window we're looking at, and that's where the power switch is. To say nothing of the key that's required according to Captain Pullman. Well, it was nicked somehow. Yes, I'm beginning to think there's something a little different about this case. What's that supposed to mean? I think if we're going to solve this, Inspector, it's a case of all hands on deck. Sorry, you watch. It's okay. Don't worry. I was just praising you. And face washing is important. We're gonna need all hands on deck. What does that mean? Oh, it's cutscene.
So what? There's some elaborate plot going on here behind the scenes? Is that what you're saying, Kat?
It's evident that the criminal is both extremely intelligent and a level-headed decision maker. It can't possibly be him.
You're right. Level-headed, intelligent, an expert, in fact, on everything about this ship.
Like, maybe, perhaps, Mr. Pullman?
Well, if Seaman didn't do it, then who did? So you brought us all the way out here on deck to tell us you made an illogical deduction? Oi, watch it, Perfetti. I don't see you coming up with anything better. I haven't built up a full profile on the culprit yet. It isn't making sense. Yeah, shut up, man. Now, you two, no squabbling. I have a cunning plan. Oh? I'm not sure I want to hear it, do I? Oh, yes, you do. My cunning plan is this. We redo the angel figurine treasure hunt. What's cunning about that? What are you open to achieve? Catriel, this is hardly the time for more games. Just hear me out. There's a very good reason for me suggesting it. Remember, when the theft happened, we were already underway on the cruise, which means that at this very moment, the culprit is still on board. You can't be sure of that. What if the blackguard that did it jumped and got into another vessel or something? No, I'm confident that didn't happen. Immediately after we discovered the statue was missing, I looked all around us for other ships just to be sure. Yeah, just about 4 p.m. I didn't see anything nearby at all, and there were no missing lifeboats either. I see. All right, let's assume the culprit is still on board. I think that's very likely. However, I don't imagine the culprit expected a police officer and a private detective would be on board. If whoever did this sees that we're already investigating, they might try to destroy some valuable evidence. But if we're seen to be playing the treasure hunt game again, what message does that convey? That we're certainly not investigating very thoroughly. Exactly. We're dealing with a particularly cool and collected criminal here. We need to get whoever it is to lower their guard if we're going to catch them out. That's actually really smart. Right. So we should go and ask Fullhold to organize the game again, you think? Yes, let's do that. Yeah, which means for you that it's almost 11 p.m., right, Omega? Yes, let's do that. Ketrio? What you've said does make sense, but still, are you sure this isn't just your way of trying to get your hands on that bidding slip? Okay, well, that's neither here nor there, but yes. Of course not. I mean, if I happen to win the bidding slip, I'm not saying it wouldn't be nice, but... Lord, I knew it. I knew that this was the real reason. Okay. Hello, my friends. How is the investigation progressing? Have you identified the scoundrel who did this? Mr. Fullhold, perfect timing. We have a favor to ask you. Would you be kind enough to organize the treasure hunt game again? The game? But what is the point? The goddess statue is gone. Without the statue, the game is meaningless. Not to worry, sir. It's Miss Layton's cunning plan, you see. It's all a part of the ruse to find the missing statue. Cunning plan, you say? That's right, I assure you, we will locate the statue, so if you could just get the game started again. You know I'm a fan of cunning plans, Miss Layton. The more cunning, the better. I see you have a sense of adventure, as do I. Very well, I will summon the guests, and we will play the game again. Anyway, it would be a shame to waste the entertainment I prepared for you all. Thank you, Mr. Fullhold. That's wonderful. So let us waste no time. Come with me to where the angel figurine is hidden. Let me see. Yes, I think we will go to my cabin. Your cabin? As the owner of this vessel, I have the pleasure of staying in the deluxe first-class accommodation. Gosh, deluxe and first class, it sounds wizard. Nobody says that, Ernest. Nobody. Well, maybe somebody does, but not any of the people I know. My intention is for this angel figurine treasure hunt to showcase my latest creation to my guests. Okay, yeah. And what's... The first-class accommodation is a sight I wish you all to behold, so come. Okay, and then I was on the deck, and, to the deluxe first-class cabin. Oh, I mean, it's kind of fun doing overdubbing like this, but I also don't like it when it's because Twitch or something messed up my audio. Here it is, the most exclusive of the cabins in the Titanic has to offer. I say it's gigantic, and the view. Yeah, it's very good. Yes. Okay. Well, man, it makes me wonder. Like, I don't remember exactly what I was doing when I was streaming, but I'm like, man, why are there large swaths of me not doing anything? But it's probably just because I got distracted by my phone or something else. Makes where we're sleeping look like a kennel. It's so spacious and so well appointed, first class in every way. Indeed. Sucks to be the dudes in the really crappy place. That is the unique appeal of the Titanic, the height of luxury, but without a prohibitive price tag. Now, somewhere concealed in this cabin is another angel figurine. Find her. Okay, yeah, he doesn't need to look so angry. I still think he looks like Benson from the regular show. Now I kind of want to watch the regular show again. All right, Angel, time to track you down.
But yeah, I did cut out a couple of puzzles because it was just like minutes and minutes of me floundering in a puzzle, and I was like, I don't know how to make commentary for that in the moment because I don't know. I'd probably say something completely different now. So yeah, what am I doing though? Why is it? Why am I just sitting there? Oh, but before I do, Inspector Hastings, Emiliana, a quick word, please. What's up, Cat? I thought this was the plan. Oh, man. Plus, I mean, through OBS, I have different filters on, and through this, I don't. So it's going to sound a bit different, but don't worry about it. Fantastic. Like the animation and the cutscenes in these games have always been pretty good, too. But, like, that whole movie is fucking fantastic. Yeah. What's up, Cat? I thought this was a plan. It is, but while we're looking for the angel, let's also snoop around in here a little. You what? Shh, not so loud. We don't want Mr. Fullholz over here. Sorry, all right, I catch your drift. That was the idea, wasn't it? Pretend we're just playing the game and we're actually hunting for clues. It's a good way to avoid arousing suspicion, I agree. Exactly, this treasure hunt game is the perfect cover for us. And if I find the angel, I'll also get that bidding slip. You care more about that than the case. Well, let's start scouring the cabin then, shall we? So yeah, like if they did make something, I'd rather it just be like good. But like I said, I guess that's really up to them if they do something. Complimentary drinks even for those lucky enough to be traveling first class. Ah, look at this then, eh? This is top-notch. This model right down to the last detail. What's this? We found something, Inspector. I have! A puzzle! Well, please do be careful of the model. It looks very delicate. Who would I like to play the... Oh, you mean voice-wise? Because I have no idea. You got me. If they could get the same voice actors from the actual games, that would be fantastic. Because I think the movie they used the voice actors. There's a mysterious carving on the stone, but I can't remember if we watched it in English or if we watched it dubbed or subbed. But I'm pretty sure it's still the same English voice actor. There's a carving on a stone monument that sinks into the sea at high tide. It apparently shows the time when the island sinks under the water. What time is it showing? Oh, 8:30. This is easy. Water reflects. Okay. 0, 8, no! What? Oh, it's the first and second. Okay, it's weird. I thought it would do the whole thing. I'm so smart!
Be lucky if I crack this one.
Yeah!
That little conundrum, eh?
Yeah, look at you did it. You're so smart. You did it. The inscriptions on the monument are mirror letters. They're designed so that they display the time when they're reflected in the water. It would have been helpful to know that before it went under. Yeah. Well, hope you find your fishing rod, sir. Not bad, Inspector Hastings. Perhaps they were right to make you inspector after all. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Don't get many of them, especially not from you. I wasn't complimenting you, Inspector. I was, well, oh, never mind. Oh, she's a tsundere. Okay, so, model, gender. Yes, the deluxe first-class accommodation commands an excellent view over the ocean. That's cool. Hi, nice fruit. Nice flowers. Nice juice. I say, these are all very expensive tipples. God, that can't be, I mean, I know it's RC, what is a tipple? Please tell, come on. I can only take so many British-ism. Tipples. No, come on. Come on, guys. Oh, another puzzle.
Funny place for a map, this is.
That's a nautical chart, Cheryl. Don't be picky, Ernest. It's a map of the sea. It's strange that it's in here, though. I've expected a cabin like this to have paintings and portraits, not charts. I'm afraid that is my doing. I love the sea, you see, and all things related to it. It's the reason why I established my shipping company in the first place. Oh, I see. Do you, though? Yes, I do understand. The sea is so romantic. I think that's not why. Romantic, alluring, mysterious, powerful. Yes, I enjoy my business ventures, but the sea is my true love. It is my dream to make Bountiful Holdings the largest shipping company in the world. But if I succeed, I have another dream, a bigger one. I will live out the rest of my days as a hunter of treasure, risking life and limb on the high seas. Gosh, that sounds rather spiffing. Tipple is either drink alcohol or heavy rain, like those who like to tipple and gamble. What? Did you have to look that up? Or did you know it? That's weird. Yes, there are countless treasures concealed under the waves, sleeping on the seabed, waiting to be found. It was tippling down with rain. I don't understand how these... You're clearly a very passionate man, Mr. Fullholt. I'm sure you're right. There must be a lot of undiscovered treasure at the bottom of the oceans. Yeah, and this is the part where I skipped a puzzle. Oh, this map moves too. Oh, good job, ma'am. You found it. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Angel statue. Don't worry about the puzzle. Haha, the angel figurine. So that's where it was hiding. Yes, my congratulations, Miss Layton. Brilliant. So allow me to take you to the next treasure hunt location, the bridge.
Bridge again? Weren't we just there to talk to the captain? Seriously, my dogs are barking here.
I had no idea there was an angel figurine hidden there, though. Well, let's go back to the bridge and find it. Treasure beneath the waves. Put the clue in place. Did it. Heck yeah. I don't understand why Twitch flagged these parts as copywritten. Fuller's passion for the sea saw him building a ship. Oh, whatever. I guess I didn't care about that. But it's really annoying because, like, when I upload it to YouTube, there's zero copyright stuff. Okay, now I'm just looking around the room for, like, hint coins, and I was like, you know what? Ain't got no time for that. Time to go up to the bridge. So off to the bridge we go.
Oh, hello, everyone. What can I do for you?
I have resumed the treasure hunt game, Midas.
Oh, I see. Well, I suppose the guests need a way to pass the time until we're at the wharf again. I'm going to take quite a bit of time to get... Or it's going to take quite a bit of time to get back.
Well, keep her steady, Captain. We must give our guests a fair chance to find the angel. We can't wait. So, this is the nerve center of the ship from where the captain steers her through the water. And the third angel figurine is concealed somewhere inside this room. I wish you luck in finding it. I wonder where it's going to be this time. There's bound to be some likely places. Let's find them. Okay, and then I flounder around for a while because I'm like, I've touched everything in this room already. Let's touch this man, I guess. Maybe he'll help. I don't know. Well, maybe it's over there. Nope. Maybe these knobs or handles. Nope. Well, cool. Yeah. It was actually in a very obvious place, too. Yeah, machinery. Don't touch those. Or, oh, no. What does this lever here do? I can't remember if I talked to him already. That's for operating the crane when you want to load or unload big cargo. The crane's power is off at the moment, so it doesn't matter if you touch it. But in general, we ask passengers not to mess with the ship's controls. Sure thing. Oh, yeah, I think he just says the same thing, so I just powered through it. Don't touch the wheel. Yeah. And I'm just like, where is this thing? I just check everything, even though it, now that I look at it, it's kind of obvious. But I think I also couldn't mess with it before, so I assumed I couldn't mess with it anymore. Okay. Well, oh gosh, when do I find it? Man, it's weird watching this stuff back. Oh no. Well, it's like very specific, I think. But it's about to get back to the point where I'm actually talking during the regular recording. Like I said, you'd want to use the crane if you were to make room. Yeah, okay, whatever. Because it's in one of those tubes, but I'm like floundering around. If anyone wants to do the crane, okay, you have the key. Cool. There's not a lot to mess with. Is there a zoom? Under the floor? I feel like it's like something obvious. Maybe we need to talk to this man. I was unconvinced about resuming the game after the statue was stolen, but I'm pleased to see my guests enjoying themselves. Now let us play the game to its conclusion. Cool! Oh, wait. I saw something. I'm not crazy, am I? Well, okay. Oh, it is the speaky tubes. There's machinery and instruments all over the place, but just here, it seems especially chock-a-block. I smell a rat. Your nose really doesn't work, does it, Cheryl? We're looking for an angel, not a rat, but I think this could be the place. These are more speaking tubes, aren't they? They should be empty to allow the sound of your voice to travel along them. Double trouble. 55? Oh no. Control the knight and the princess at the same time so they both reach the exit. Use the directional buttons to move them both one square in that direction. If there is a wall or obstacle in the way, the affected character will not move. And if even one of them falls into a hole, it's game over. Let's see if we can help these two out. Okay. Up. 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 Fuck! Frick. Yay, I did it!
I've seen how to solve this now. Puzzles are made for solving.
They sure are. I did it after failing once. You did it. They made it to the exit at the same time. It's great that they're both safe and sound. There's a way to solve this in just 12 steps. So see if you can find the shortest route. Okay, yeah. Well, I did it in 17, I think, because I did extra things. It's okay. Double trouble has been added. Oh, I got 72 puzzles, dang. I knew you could do it. A wonderful show, miss. It was nothing, really. It was all about coordinating your movements, you see, even when you're far apart. And then it's gonna open to reveal the statue. I thought it would be shoved in there differently. Oh, look, there's an angel inside this tube. I thought as much. The third angel. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Or did I? There's an awful lot of these speaking tubes here, aren't they? You mean those trumpet things? They look like muzzle traps to me. They're called speaking tubes, Cheryl. They're for carrying your voice to other parts of the ship, you see. Well, you know what, Omega? I'm gonna report you first for stealing my heart. I wonder where these ones end up. Let's ask Captain Pullman. Excuse me, Captain. Could you tell us where these speaking tubes are connected to, please? They go all over the ship. You need to be able to give orders to crew members wherever they are, you see. This goes to my cabin. This one to the deck. That one to the engine room, the hold, pretty much anywhere you can think of. Is that so? Gosh, how wonderfully convenient. So you need never leave the bridge. Okay. Change of plans, RC. The captain worked together with Abel to drop the statue off the ship to get at Mr. Full whatever, because even though he paid them, he was like, okay, you guys can have a job. They're severely underpaid. And now he's taking his revenge. Yeah. Something like that. Speaking tubes have a long history on ships. That's cool. Another wonderful performance, Miss Layton. You were magnificent in discovering the third angel. Or maybe he was like, let's make a surprise. And then he accidentally dropped it in the ocean. And now there's just one more to find in the Grand Lounge, I believe. Correct. You and the other guests were about to begin the hunt for that angel who discovered the missing statue. All right, Omega. Sleep well and sweet dreams to you. I hope that tomorrow is another fantastic day for you. Enjoy your night. All right, no time to lose. Let's go back to the Grand Lounge and uncover the ultimate angel. Okay, the ultimate angel, is that right? I hope it has a bunch of eyes. I hope it's biblically accurate. Speaking tubes. Okay. To that way. The Grand Lounge. Is the statue gonna be back? Nope, we're here. That's strange, something's different here. When we came down this corridor before, I'm sure, yes, the din from the engine is rather more noticeable than it was before, wouldn't you say? What? Sorry, I'm just being a wag, but now you mention it, I think you're right. That's just because your ears need cleaning out, Cheryl. When did you last have a bath? The last time you gave me one. Talking to your mud again, cat. Actually, Ernest was just commenting that the engine noise seems greater than it was before. Since when? Well, it seemed much quieter in the Grand Lounge when the party started. I suppose I first noticed it, not long after we started looking for the goddess statue. Probably because we were heading back at full throttle, don't you think? Captain Pullman told the ship's engine had more to give, if you remember. Yes, but we don't appear to be moving much faster than we were before. Somebody's operating the crane. That's true, actually. Certainly seems a lot faster when you look out the window anyway. Yeah, you can message me too, Omega, it's fine. I wonder what's causing the extra noise then. You can just, every day, just send me a message. Do you got plants yet? And I'll be like, working on it. Yeah, who knows? Anyway, aren't we supposed to be heading back to the lounge? Yes, for the final angel. Come along then, everyone. Much better. Wow. Well, sorry that I was born in America with our time zones. The ship speed's no greater. Somebody's using the thing. It's the crane. Is the statue gonna be back? We should we should ban time. That's what I was saying the other day. We should make it so that everybody is in the same time. Here we are then, the Grand Lounge, where the last angel is hiding. All that stands between me and that fitting slip. You can do it, miss. Also, I hate the way that time zones are set up in the States because a lot of them like zigzag, and I'm like, why can't they just be straight up and down? What's wrong with you people? The sight of this lounge without the golden goddess saddens my heart. Bye, Omega. Be well. When we left the wharf, it was such a magnificent sight to behold, no? I mean, yes. Why did you say no? I'm quite sure we'll find your statue, Mr. Fullhold. Don't you worry. Not if we don't actually look for it, Inspector. Ah, well, yes. Where do we look, Perfetti? Please don't feel disheartened, Mr. Fullhold. There's still hope. There's always hope in your heart. Yes. Now we have come this far. We must complete the exciting angel treasure hunt. That's the spirit. So, if you can find the final angel somewhere in this lounge, I will reward you with a bidding slip for the golden goddess.
Not that it's much of a prize at the moment. Oh, wrong voice. It's fine. Oh dear, that's made him feel glum again. Well, he just always looks a little glum. Why don't we throw ourselves into treasure hunt and try to jolly him up a bit, miss? Okay. Oh, the gold ball is gone too. That ball, there was a ball up there, remember? Oh, what's happened to the stack of dishes? It looks different to before somehow. Really, it doesn't look like too many people have been digging in. No, on the top, the ball. The ball is missing. God, come on, even I can see it. Okay, where am I meant to be looking? That's a big old cake. Gosh, pheasant, look, it smells heavenly. An enormous pie. Even a single slice looks like it would take some beating. What? What are these words? This grand lounge doesn't feel so grand without the statue, does it? Wherever can it be, Miss Layton? Look at the crane. So this is the crane we think the culprit may have used to remove the goddess statue. Yes, possibly. The question is, how did he or she know how to operate the crane? What if the giant gold statue is actually like a giant chocolate statue with like gold wrapping on it? Wouldn't that be cool? And coin. Candle. Candle. What am I looking at? What am I supposed? I looked at the crane. I looked at that. Oh, hint coin on the stairs, I guess. Balcony? Is there another stair thing? Oh. Maybe one of these lights. Oh, you got it right. You continually surprise me, Catriel. That's strange. I'm not seeing an angel figurine anywhere. We found the other 3 angels as soon as we solved the puzzles. Just because you see the moon in the sky every night, my friend, does not mean you will see it this night. Sir? No, this puzzle you have solved is only a hint about the location of the angel that is concealed in this room. It should have been in that ball at the top. Oh, it's a hint, is it? Well, the answer to the puzzle is that you had to look up, wasn't it? So we have to look up to find the angel, perhaps. Is it on the ceiling? Not quite that far up, I think, Cheryl. I suspect it means the top of this tower of dishes. Of course, that's the hint. Let's investigate the top tier straight away. It's empty. It used to have a thing, though. That's disappointing. There doesn't appear to be any angel on the top of the tower of dishes here. Really? But it must be there. Actually, I remember there was a little round decoration on the top as well, but it seems to be missing now, too. Yes, I remember that decoration as well, actually. The decoration is gone. No, this is a disaster. Gosh, it was a very important decoration, Mr. Fullhold. Yes, well, no, but you see, I concealed the final angel figurine inside the decoration of which you speak. Oh no, so you mean the angel figurine is lost too? Yes, now not only is my first precious golden goddess missing, but the final angel as well. What are we gonna do, Miss Layton? Things seem to be going from bad to worse. Let's keep calm, Ernest. The angel hasn't gone missing, it's just changed locations, that's all. But I did not tell anyone to move it. Someone has gone against my wishes. Let me explain, Mr. Fullhold. The final figurine was originally inside the decoration on the top tier of the plates. Originally. The question we face is, where is it now? In fact, it's within sight of all of you, even as we speak. Is it? Really, Miss Layton? Where is it? Do tell us. It's on the crane. Relax, Pinstripe. She can't wait to tell us anyway. Let me put you out all in your misery. The final angel is in the jelly next to the it is. I see it. So somebody knocked it over with the crane. An enormous multicolored jelly? Surely not. Indeed it is, Ernest. If we examine the jelly, I've little doubt we will find the final angel figurine. It's definitely in there. I can see it now. Well, Ernest, have you found it? Oh, yes, I've got it. The little round decoration, and the angel figurine is inside it. However did it end up in here, miss? Somebody moved it without my permission. Is that what you're saying, Miss Layton? Actually, no. The truth is, I think the decoration just fell from the top of the tower into the jelly. It fell, but why would that happen? I don't know, gravity? Quite simply, Mr. Fullholt, because your boat is not level. In fact, the stern appears to be considerably lower than the bow, almost as if we're caught on something. The ship is not level. Oh my god. Did the statue, like, slip? Are you sure, miss? I can't say that I've noticed. It's not immediately obvious, especially when you have been walking around the ship as we have, but I'm quite sure the round decoration did in fact roll off the top tier of the Tower of Dishes. But the Temptanic is the very latest model. Everything is in perfect working order, and we are not cruising at an excessive speed. Or no, the statue's sitting somewhere else, which causes the whole ship to move because it's 4 tons. What possible reason could there be for the vessel to be pitching in such a way? I'm sure there's a simple explanation, Mr. Fullholt. Don't worry. Now that I've found all 4 figurines, though, I think it's time to, solve this puzzle. Did they put the angel on the prow of the ship? Case complete. Okay, somebody moved the statue and it made everything shift. The ship may be at an incline. Solve it. Solve the case. Yes, please. I must say, it's a very clever hiding place. No one would ever think to look for the goddess statue there. What? You saying you know who did it, Cat? Of course, Inspector. This mystery is history, as I like to say. I know who did it, and I know how they did it. Well, come on then, spill the beans. Who was it, and where the devil is that statue? I'll explain everything as soon as everyone is gathered. Ernest, could you please? Yes, miss. At once, miss. Oh, wait a minute, though. There's something I need to discuss first. What are you planning now? You'll know soon enough. I'll reveal all once everything is settled.
For whom the goddess smiles. Well, she would love each and every one of us equally, of course.
Of course.
Yet there is someone among us who would have her all for himself. And that someone is... No, wait. I think everyone's more interested in where the goddess is rather than who is responsible for her disappearance. So...
Up. Hold it. Everyone knows it's bad guy first, then how he did it.
Yes. I should bow to my audience's wishes and explain the whereabouts of the statue first.
Hello. Dog giving advice here.
So, where is the statue, you ask?
It's on the front of the ship.
The truth is, it was stolen by someone. But I have deduced where that someone has hidden it.
Stolen? How could that be? Yeah, we're talking about a 4-ton statue here.
That's why I know where it's at.
Anyone make off with that? Even if it was possible to move it, there's no way to get it off the boat.
Well, there is. There's the crane.
But there is. There's one way you could get the statue off this boat and onto dry land.
How exactly?
I'll tell you. Even as we speak, the goddess of the Thames is under the water.
What are you on about?
I'm talking about the only possible way such a statue could be moved from this boat to the shore. The statue is under the water, being dragged along by the boat as we speak.
Oh, which would explain why
The
it's
thief
pitching.
is planning to recover the statue once the party is over and we've docked at the wharf.
But who would do such a thing?
Okay, so that's why the engine was running more, because even though it's not moving faster, it's dragging that thing on the ground.
There's only one person who could have done this,
The captain.
and that is you.
Oh! Yeah, the captain!
Captain Midas Pullman.
Captain Midas Pullman!
And all of the crew have been helping you.
Yeah.
You've taken a hallowed image, bound it, and mercilessly thrust it into the, let's face it, grim waters of the Thames estuary.
I like how they acknowledge, like, RC, isn't it, like, common for people to be like, yeah, no, the Thames is kind of shit. Like, I like the fact that they're like, yeah, no, it's gross. Don't put her in the water.
It's nothing short of sacrilege.
Yeah.
You are all guilty of anchor abuse.
Anchor abuse? On the Titanic? Unthinkable.
That's not a thing, Cat. Reel it back in now.
Shut up, Cheryl. Oh, come on, animated time. Oh, never mind. Well, how do you explain how Captain Pullman removed the statue from the lounge and into the sea, Catriel? We've already established that there were a number of conditions that had to have been met in order to use the crane for that purpose. Yes, he needed the help of the crew to make it happen. What are you saying, Cat? Well, the captain told us that there's a key required to operate the crane. Obviously, he had that himself. But he had already given that key to the ship's navigator, Abel Seaman. When the incident took place, Seaman told us he was on the bridge. That's right. And from the bridge, he asked the ship's engineer, Declan Swabber, to turn on the power to the crane in the engine room. Hold on a minute. We were in the engine room and doing the treasure hunt at that time. I never heard anyone using the speaker tube. No, you didn't, because you weren't supposed to. Eh? Just think back, Inspector. When we first entered the engine room, Captain Pullman gave us a long and detailed account of the ship's engine, didn't he? Yes, he was very passionate about the latest technology the ship employs. Misdirection! So that was deliberate distraction, you think? I do. And while we were busy listening, Mr. Seaman gave the instruction to Mr. Swabber to flick the power switch. If it hadn't happened that way, there wouldn't have been enough time for Mr. Seaman to do the deed. As soon as the crane's power was switched on, he hoisted the statue out of the lounge and over the side of the ship. Once he'd finished, he'd let Mr. Swabber know using the speaking tube again, and Mr. Swabber returned the power switch to the off position. And of course, it wasn't just those three involved. Every member of the crew helped carry out this amazing heist. I feel like they're severely underpaid or something. So they're all guilty then, the lot of them. It was an impressive piece of teamwork, I'll give them that. Yes, facilitated by the many speaking tubes running all over the ship, so everyone involved could relay important messages to each other. The covers on the speaking tubes between the engine room and the bridge are usually left open, so they're in constant communication. And let's not forget that this crew has been together for a long time. They know each other inside out. Well, obviously, that explains why my profiling hadn't produced results yet. Nobody could have predicted the entire crew was involved. Except for one person. I just wish they hadn't put their amazing teamwork skills to such nefarious use. What a waste! It's criminal! It's literally criminal, yes. Well, anyway, we should be arriving at the wharf before too long. I'll radio ahead to the yard and give us a welcoming committee. Well, back.
It's all over. The case is closed.
Dang, that
The
guy has
ship's
an even
captain
bigger
tried
chin
to
than
steal
him.
the statue and the whole crew were in on it, but they didn't get away with it. It's under the vessel, boys. Fetch it out.
Fetch it out! Use the crane! Please. No! You guys, come on! Use the crane!
You greedy, good-for-nothing spalpeen. You're not fit to call yourself a man of the sea.
That's right, Sean Buchan. You tell him. It's his voice
I'm
line.
not so sure. I believe it was the captain's undying love of the sea that drove him to such lengths.
Wait, what? What?
Love.
Mr. Pullman Pullman is aboard this brand new ship today because he is employed as its captain. But once upon a time, he himself owned one of the most famous luxury vessels around.
The SS Midas Touch, isn't that right? How did you? Sadly, your business was met with hard times in the economic recession, and you were forced to sell your ship and lay off all of her crew. You put all your younger years into that ship, and now you want her back, don't you? Yes, you're right. You've certainly done your homework, I'll give you that. Unbelievable. I met my late wife aboard that ship. She means everything to me. I poured my soul into her. This crew are conspiring with you. They're the crew from your old ship, correct? Yes, and I knew I was doing a terrible thing like this. It would mean I wasn't worthy of her. But I just had to get her back, by fair means or foul. Midas, you realize that I've acquired the Midas Touch. I can't remember what voice I gave him. Through one of my brokers. What? Really? You own her, Mr. Fullholt? By the way, the reason why I'm recording this is because Twitch decided my VOD didn't need to have audio in some parts, which is dumb. But I don't understand. I didn't think you were interested in older vessels. No, those crusty old ships make no money. But the Midas Touch is different. She is in a class of her own. If you want the pinnacle of luxury, there's no greater boat on the water. Yeah, and for some reason, Twitch decided that these random parts were copywritten. I have decided to run 2 cruise services from now on. Those more affordable ones, and a Pullman service. Really? I don't know what to say. Once you have made amends for this little transgression, I was thinking of making you captain of the Midas Touch. She will be fully refurbished, of course. Yeah, so here we are. Sorry that there's no background music, but, you know, it's fine. What do you say? Because I actually... Do you mean that? I actually forgot to record this entire gaming session, so I'm just pulling it from Twitch, but Twitch mutes things. Yes, no one knows how to get the best from her like you. There's nothing I'd rather do. And unfortunately, when you download the VODs, it's still muted, which is stupid, but whatever. Well, Captain Pullman, that's all worked out rather swimmingly, hasn't it? Thanks to you, Miss Layton, the business plan you produced for the Midas Touch was very impressive. You old dog cat. You arranged all this? Brilliant, Miss Layton. You solved the mystery and put everything right at the same time. Oh, well, it's what I do. And, yeah, that's it. That's the end of the chapter. The golden goddess was raised from the riverbed, muddied but unharmed. And once again, her radiant beauty was put on display for everyone to admire. She smiles on us all. Very good. So yeah, that's the explanation to that. Twitch decided that I didn't need to have audio for this part because it thought it was copywritten somehow, but other parts of it aren't. You'll notice an earlier part, like I clipped a few things. There are a couple puzzles I took out because unfortunately the audio was muted. And yeah, this is when I'm checking out the 9th case. But yeah, so this is the only one that I actually had to edit because of the large portions missing, and also because I forgot to record it via OBS. Usually I'll stream and then I'll record exactly the amount that I want on the video. But yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here and watching this until the next Layton video, which thankfully won't have to be overdubbed. Yeah, you guys have a fantastic rest of your evenings.